Hi, Tam Bronke again here. I'm the PGA Director of Instruction at Eagle Crest Resort, and we're going to wrap up that first essential skill today of pre-swing by talking about ball position. This has been a controversial subject for different reasons over the years, and I think it's because instructors are telling us a couple different things out there and we're not sure what to do. So hopefully today we'll try to clarify and clear this up for us. So what are the instructors saying? Well, one is probably, and you've heard these things, is that they say, in order for the sake of consistency, we're going to leave the golf ball in the same spot in our stance, no matter what club we're hitting. So we're just going to have a constant ball position. Maybe it's opposite my left armpit. I've heard that. And we're going to leave that ball position there for the sake of consistency. Another instructor comes along and says, well, that's ridiculous. If I don't change my ball position, then the club's going to be bottoming out in different places, and you have to move the ball around. So we have to decide which one is right, don't we? Well, I'm not sure if it's that simple. I think it has something to do, more to do rather than the actual width of my stance. I think the width of my stance, the distance between my heels, will determine whether I need to be the type of player that moves the ball around a lot in my stance or maybe keeps the ball position the same. So let me explain. If I'm the type of player that likes to keep the width in my stance constant, I do need to move my ball position. So with the wedge, I would have the golf ball in the center of my stance. With a little bit longer club, maybe call it a middle club, I would move the golf ball up a ball in the sleeve there, and now my golf ball would be a little bit farther up, but my stance width hasn't changed much. Now if I'm hitting the driver, I want the driver to come in level or slightly up, so I'd want to move the golf ball more opposite my left shoulder. So in that scheme of things, my stance width stayed the same pretty much, and I moved the ball basically from my zipper to my logo to my left shoulder for my short clubs, my middle clubs, and my long clubs. And certainly that's a great way to approach ball position. But if you're the type of person that kind of has a little bit of a preference in getting narrower and wider, I think you can leave the golf ball in the same spot, and let me tell you why. If I'm hitting a wedge, I would have a pretty narrow stance, and that golf ball is in the middle of my body, right off my zipper. Now watch what happens. If my right foot gets a little bit wider, my left foot and ball relationship has stayed the same, but now the golf ball has moved off of my left side of my jacket here on the logo. Now if I get even wider still with my driver, the appearance now is that the golf ball has moved off of my left heel and basically in a position roughly off of my left shoulder. So when we're talking about ball position, there's a couple good options depending on how wide you like to be. This is something you want to test out. Okay? So both answers could be right. You might leave the ball in the same spot, or you might be that type of person that likes to move it around. I hope this clarifies some of the confusion. We're going to move on from here to ball striking. Good luck with your game, and we're on the right track.